Good morning, children. How are you today? Hope you are doing good and relaxed and ready to learn more. This day, we are going to start with visualizing the nation. As you know, it is easy to paint a picture of a king or a ruler because he is a person. So you can just portray his picture and it represents him. But when it comes to a nation, in 18th and 19th century, it was difficult. How you uh, represent a nation. It was important because it was seen as a symbol. It will be seen as a symbol of unity. You can't draw the physical map of or political map of a country and say, "Oh, we are fighting for that one." No, it didn't had a personal touch. The rulers and the artists at the time realized, or the revolutionaries and the nationalists realized, if it portrays a person representing a nation, it has got a more personal touch. Say when we say Mother India, Bharatamba, it's something more personal than saying India's geographical map or political map. It was the same thing what happened in 18th and 19th century. This portrait of a country represented by a person started by the artist in 18th century. We have learned the term for it. It is allegory. What is an allegory? It was the first slide we have seen in this year. It had got some definitions and there was allegory. What was allegory? Anyone? All right, Adam, I'm not spending much time on it. Revise it. An abstract idea is represented by a person or a thing is an allegory. So nation is an abstract idea. So that idea is being represented by a person, often a female figure, very often, because very few countries has got got an allegory which is a male or some other things like few nations has got an animal as a portraying the nation like Bangladesh has got a Bengal tiger, Australia has got a boxing kangaroo, and so on and so forth. Male allegory is also very rare, like Colombia, Juan Valdez, and Slovenia, Matthias. These are very few male allegories representing a nation. So, by 18th century, artists start to portray a nation by a female figure, a figure representing a nation. It was not an actual person. It was more a fantasy, a creation of an artist. If you when we studied French Revolution, you remember the statue of liberty of France was known as Marianne. Marianne was a popular name in France at that time, and they used Marianne to make it more familiar to the people, French people. And Marianne portrayed the ideas of freedom and a republic with the red cap and crown, French flag. We have seen the allegory of Marianne, which portrays the liberty, justice, and the republic. The attributes of Marianne was a red cap, broken chain, a blindfolded woman carrying a pair of weighing scales to portray justice, etc. So that was French allegory, or allegory for French as a nation was Marianne. Spelling, remember, Germane. For Germany, it was Germania. 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 The attributes to the allegory of Germany mainly is a crown of oak leaves. The German oak stands for heroism. So she represents Germany as a country of heroes, of ready to fight. Um, just go through the lesson, read the text good, the descriptions and the details are there. So the picture of Germania is in your text by Philip Waite, page number 23. So as I said, artists in 18th and 19th century personified nations or use a person to identify a country or a nation. And often it was female figures. During French Revolution, allegory of Marianne used to portray the idea of freedom, justice, and a republic. Germania became the allegory of Germany, who wore a crown of oak leaves. The German oak stands for heroism. Now, let us see the rest of symbols used in allegory of Germania and the meaning of them. It's almost common in both of them, in French allegory as well as in German. Broken chain. Broken chain was commonly used across Europe to symbolize being freedom from slavery. It was shown as broken chain. Breastplate with eagle. That's a chest plate she wear. Generally, when kings and soldiers were going for war, protect their vital parts, there was a chest plate which was often metal on. They wear a chest plate to protect the body. Here, the breastplate with the picture of an eagle, it is a symbol of German Empire and as well as strength. Even now, if you remember, if you know, Germany is represented by this double-headed eagle. Next was crown of oak leaves, which I said it represents heroism. And the sword, she has a sword in her hand, which shows the readiness to fight. Olive branches and the sword. There is olive branches as well in her hand, where she holds the sword. There are olive branches. Olive branches are generally used to portray peace. So this shows that as they are ready to fight, they are willing to make peace as well. Next one used black, red, and golden color flag. That is the flag of Germany. Flag of the liberal nationalists of Germany was with the black, red, and golden color, and even now German flag uses the same color. And the rays of sun from behind there is a rays of sun is picturized. That shows beginning of a new era. The old era of monarchy is gone, and it is a new era. That are the main allegories or visual symbols used in the allegory of Germania. Why this allegory is important is because this portrays some ideas to the public. Again, remember 18th century, majority of the people were illiterate, poor peasants. If you want to literate them, if you want to convey some ideas to them, the nationalists had to use visual and oral art forms. That was more easy to convey the message. So these pictures, and when it is explained to the people, every time they see a statue of Germania or a picture of Germania, it reminds them of all these ideas and policies. So that is about visualizing the nation. Please do read your text carefully. There are so many informations in it than what I am explaining. Now let us move on to the next topic.